hello. I wanted to share something that got me like super excited. Could be of super use to teachers that are math teachers, use math, and as soon as I figure out how to do it, language and reading, maybe I'll share how to do that if you don't beat me to it. But and also Quizizz. Because I uploaded an Excel sheet yesterday to Quizizz and it works. So if you're tired of spending like so much time writing quizzes, this is a great way to like instantly rewrite a quiz, and it also produces an answer key too. So it just takes a little bit of Excel knowledge and not even a lot. So right here, open up Excel. I label this question bank 1, bank 2, and you'll see why. But this is a very simple question. Percentage question. What is 30% of 300? You'll see up here that that's the code type of deal we're gonna be writing into the Excel, the Excel formula or whatever. Some students saw this and they were like, "Oh, it's like code," and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's like code." But that's what you want to do. So here's what you do. Whatever question you want to write, you just want to write equal sign, and then you start a quote, and you just write your question. So like, what is, and then whenever there's a number, just like put a space in your quote, and then I think that's called the ampersand or this and symbol, and then put in the cell you want to pull the number from, right? So in this case it's B3, and notice how it highlights it, and then you use another ampersand, and then like closes it as far as I can tell. I wonder if you could do something like this. Yep. So, but we don't want to do that right now. We just want to do that, and then like a space and another quote, because then we're gonna start pick our text back up, and you could put a percent sign or a percent of, again, space. See, it's working, but I wanted to put a space there, right? And then we're gonna put in our C3 box. So again, ampersand C3 ampersand, and then and then I want to include a question mark. So quote, question mark, quote. Let me pause this bad boy real quick. All right, so there you go. There you have it, right? And that's that. Now, up here, I just wrote 30 and 300, and if you copy it in there, you see that it instantly creates it, right? So now we've recreated that. But like, how does it become easy? Well, instead of a numbers, you can put formulas in here. So, for instance, if you just want to test, or if you want these questions all be like double-digit percentages of triple-digit numbers, right? So you just hit equal rand between, and then put your numbers. So like 10, so 10 through 99, right? And then bam, and then it'll randomly pick a number, and notice that it automatically changed the text. Same thing here. Oops, rand between, and then triple digits, and boom, it changed again. So what is 50%? And then anytime you press a key, it'll change it. Anytime you update the screen, it'll change. So then, if you just come over here and let's say you just want a 5-question like little quiz, bam, right? 25. Hoo yeah, look at that. And then, you could print these out, make these little quizzes, make these little exit tickets, however large you want it. Now, and because it's Excel, and those with Excel, you can just write a formula to actually figure this out, right? So, just take the bank 1, divide it by 100, multiply it by the quantity, boom, and then there you go, you got answers. So 30% of 420 is 126, and you can drag that down, and the same deal right there. So I was like so excited because then I can make any like any number of like amount of quiz like a test packet or anything. Um, study guides, homework, any way you can imagine this, you could do this, right? So now let me quickly sort of set this up for quizzes. But anybody that does excel in quizzes, you kind of should know already. And I'll make it pretty easy. Only like 3 options, so we're not sitting here all day. But in quizzes, it's got the same setup. So they'll have like option 1 up here at the top, option 2, and then option 3, and then you've got to tell it. These are way too wide. So you've got to tell it the correct answer. And I usually always make mine 2 because it randomizes it inside the quizzes game anyway. And you've got to you got to tell it how many seconds the question is worth. And then an image link, but I hardly ever use an image link. So I just go, all right, so here I come over to option 2, right? Because this is where I usually put all my correct answers, right? And it's even telling it, go to option 2, that's it. And I just hit it, I just equal sign J2. And notice that it's just going to pull the correct answer and just put it in J2. So it's automatically there, right? Bam. And now, I had really fun with this yesterday because, like how far apart do you want these answers? Because if they're too far apart, your higher students are gonna like get it automatically. So try maybe 95 percent of. Again, same one, bam. And see, the answers are kind of close, so they shouldn't be able to just eyeball it. And if they are eyeballing it, just change that 95 to something higher, like 96, 97, 98. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. But also, you want to make sure you're not always putting your correct answer in the middle. You want to, like, move it around. Maybe it's the most quick. Anyway, you guys are teachers. You know what to do. And so right there, and notice every time I'm pressing a button, it's changing everything. Alright, so that should be the setup. So now let's just drag this down. Oops. Trying to grab that green box there. Alright, and then save it. Where's my stuff? Oh, desktop. I don't even know what they call this. Magic. So then I'm going to pull up the old here. Quizizz. I should have logged in here ahead of time. So then, this is the Quizizz. If it was unfamiliar, I'm going to pause it so I make sure that I get this correct on you guys. I don't want to waste your time. Alright, I checked it. That was right. So we're going to do just test quiz. No. Let's just name it percent quiz. Right here, import from spreadsheet. Click the box. You can drag it if you're good at that kind of stuff. I named this thing Magic, which I cannot find now. Oh, it's on here. There it is. Boom. There you go. It's uploaded. It's got some decimal points. There's probably, there's a way to limit those. I'm not going to worry about that now. Ask me if you don't know, but you hit save. When you get it, like, I've done this like 300 questions once. It takes forever. And there you go. Let's see. Finish quiz. And just put some of these in here. I usually put just like, There you go. Boom. It's done. And then, I wonder how we can do this. Just to test it. Yeah, so I'll quickly show you how to like limit those decimals so it's not all crazy. But it works. It's really neat. Alright. Pause that. So to limit those decimals. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, alright. So change the number and then full with it. That should work. I don't want, nope, not waste your time. Anyway, the whole point of the video was to show you that, you know, you could, how fast you could make practice for students, because, you know, even if we didn't want multiple choice, right? We could still just kind of like just put like an underline thing here, and then they could just put the answer in. You know, be creative with it. I just thought it was really neat that you could create infinite amount of questions, have an answer bank, have it automatically calculate the correct answer, and it even integrates with Quizizz. So there you go. Enjoy that sucker if you want. If not, who cares?